بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وبعد. This lesson is التوابع الأربعة, the four followers. The word التوابع is plural. The singular is التابعة. التوابع is plural for التابعة. So this is plural and this is singular. What it literally means are the four followers, four things that follow something else. What does it mean by that? So I'll explain this here. I'll read this here. There are four grammatical positions of words that agree with the words that precede them in their i'rab. When one is marfu', the other is also the same. And when the first is mansub or majroor, how did I write this? When one is marfu, the other is also, and the same for when the first is mansub or majroor. Yeah, I read that wrong. When one is marfu, the other is also, meaning it's marfu also, and the same for when the first is mansub or majroor, meaning the other would be mansub and the other would be majroor. And you'll understand that when we give you the examples. These words are generally referred to as at-tawabi'u, the followers. They will be referenced in the three grammatical i'rab. They are so here I have 3 columns and 4 rows plus the headings, of course. So this row is the heading. I'll highlight that. So we have here the follower in this, the followed, that's the original noun, and then here we have examples on the right. So the adjective, which is called al-sifatu, also a na'tu. Another word that is used for adjective is na'at. A lot of people say na'at. I use the word sifatu a lot. But if you hear someone say na'at like this, it's the same thing. A na'tu. A sifatu or a na'tu is the adjective. Al-mawsuf is the noun that it describes. So we have a noun. For example, we say boy is a noun, and then the adjective would be smart. In English, we would mention the adjective first, and then we mention the noun that it describes. So we mention the description and then the thing it describes, which doesn't make sense, by the way, because how can you mention a description before you mention the thing that you're describing? So that's actually a flaw in English structure. But anyway, that being said, in Arabic, we would mention the thing that you're describing and then what the description is, rather than saying the description and then the thing you're describing. It sounds normal to us because we grew up speaking English, and we would mention yellow bird or a white building or new car, something like that. So it sounds natural for us, but really we should have said building yellow, car new. And that's the way we say it in Arabic. We would say the noun, we call it al-mawsufu, and then al-sifatu or na'atu is the adjective. You can also say al-man'utu. If you say na'at, you can say al-man'ut, the adjective and the thing that it describes. Anyway, so these 4 followers all of them follow in at least al-i'rab. At least al-i'rab. I'll just put insert a new page here so you can see it all together. So we have al-sifatu, al-badalu, al-atfu, and al-tawkidu. In all 4 of these, the noun that preceded them, the noun that they follow, hence they are the followers, the four followers, the adjective, the substitute, the conjunct, meaning the thing that is joined, conjuncted to something else, and the emphasis. Uh, they follow the words that preceded them, at least in al-i'rab, at least in the three grammatical state, rafa, nasb, and jar. Let me give you examples, and then I will tell you more details about some of them. For example, if we were to take the word ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim, which we mentioned before, the word as-sirata is al-mawsuf, is the noun, listen, al-mawsuf. As-sirata mean the path. Al-mustaqim describes the path, the upright path, or if you want to say the straight path. They agree in many things, but for now we will mention only one, al-i'rab. So this is mansub, ihdina as-sirata, because it's al-maf'ul al-thani for the verb ihdi. Guide us. Us is the first object. As-sirata is the second object. There are some verbs that have one object, some have two, and there are, I think, three words that have three objects. Or two words that have three objects. أعلم أو أعلم وأرى. أعلم وأرى. Anyway, al-mustaqim is an adjective. It describes the path. Hence, the path being mansub, mustaqim will be also mansub. That's all we want from this lesson for now. The same for the badal. So we have the badal, the substitute, and the substituted al-mubaddalu minh. For example, the word Allah is majroor. The word ar-Rahman is a badal for it. It's a substitute. Some people do i'rab of ar-Rahman as-sifa, but it's a mistake actually. It's very, very popular, but it's a grammatical mistake because the sifa does not take the place of the mawsuf, whereas the badal takes the place of the mubaddal minh. So the word ar-Rahman is a substitute for the word Allah. So it is as if we say Bismillahi, Bismir Rahmani, Bismir Rahimi. Huh? Because the word ar-Rahman is actually a name for Allah. It takes the place of the word Allah. And so is the word ar-Rahim. It takes the place of the word Allah. It is not only a description of Allah, it is Allah Himself. Are you following me? Ar-Rahman is not a description of Allah. It is Allah. Allah is Ar-Rahman. Ar-Rahman is not a quality for Him. It's a name for Him. Rahma is a quality. Rahma is a description of Allah. But Ar-Rahman is a name of Allah. Ar-Rahim is a name of Allah. It takes the place of the word Allah. Hence it's badal. So the badal will take the grammatical position also. So the word Allah is majroor. So the word Ar-Rahman is majroor also. The word Allah is majroor, so therefore the word Ar-Rahim is majroor also. If we were to say here we have the first three asma in the Quran, the word Ism, the word Allah, and the word Ar-Rahman are all majroor, but they are majroor for different reasons. Huh? So the word Ism is majroor because of harf jar ba. So the word Ism got its jar from the ba. Excuse me, the word Allah is majroor, but it got it because it's mudaf to the word ism. And the word ar-Rahman is majroor, and it got it because it's badal for the word of Allah. Are you following me? So all three of them are majroor. One second. All three of them are majroor, but for different reasons. Go ahead. What's your question?
Yeah, I don't know if you got the message, but I asked you about this earlier this week. Why does it is ar-Rahman ar-Rahim? The kasra under the noon.
Why there's
I asked you that.
Why there's a kasra on the noon?
Yeah, you're explaining it to me now, but I
No,
asked you
you
that this
asked me
week.
for the word al-alamina, I think, a different word.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
All right.
a different word. The word al-Rahmani is majroor. The word al-alameen, I think what you were asking was Rabbul Alameen, and al-alameen, the fatha and the noon is there. It's the structure of the word. That noon would always have a fatha. Anyway, so quickly, just to repeat that, we have three words that are majroor, the first three asma in the Quran for three different reasons. The word ism, the first ism is majroor because of harf jar ba. The word Allah is majroor because of idafa to ism. The word Ar-Rahman is majroor because it's badal for the word Allah. And of course, the word Ar-Rahim is also badal for the word Allah. Al-Atf. Al-Atf is conjunction. What does this mean? To join two words using harf al-atf, or what we call atf al-bayan. عطف النسق أو عطف البيان. عطف البيان, for example, فيه آيات بينات مقام إبراهيم. So the way we say this is مقام إبراهيم is عطف بيان. It is conjunction to the word آيات. So within it, this, let me translate this verse by the way, so you understand what it's talking about. فيه, within it, that is the Al-Masjid al-Haram. Ayatun bayyinatun, clear miracle. Ayatun bayyinatun, clear miracles. And then Allah says, Maqamu Ibrahim. Maqamu is mudaf, the word Ibrahim is mudafun ilay. Check this out. It's majroor with fatha because it's mamnu'a min as-sarf, and we would learn that in its own time. So the word Ibrahim is majroor, but the sign of jar is fatha, not kasra, because it's a special word. It's called mamnu'a min as-sarf. The way we do i'rab of the word maqamu Ibrahim, we say it's ma'tufun ala ayat. Bayyinat as-sifa. So the word ayat is marfu'un wa alamatu ar-raf' dhammatu ala akhiri. Bayyinat as-sifa, it's an adjective, sifa, for the word ayat, and it's marfu' because as-sifatu tatba'u al-mawsuf al-i'rab, and other than i'rab, but we wouldn't mention that now. So the adjective follows the noun that it describes in four things. One of them is i'rab. And then maqam Ibrahim. Maqamu Ibrahim is what we call atfu bayan, or atful bayan, and it's marfu' because the word ayat is marfu'. We also have atfu nasaq. Allah says, ختم الله على قلوبهم وعلى سمعهم. Allah has sealed their hearts. Allah has placed a seal on their heart and on their hearing. So we say وعلى سمعهم is معطوف على قلوبهم. Maybe I should get a better example than that. Emphasis, التوكيد. Allah says, so we have التوكيد المؤكد. So التوكيد is the emphasis, and مؤكد, the thing that has been emphasized. So the emphasis will follow the thing emphasized. In i'rab, for example, Allah says, فَسَجَدَ الْمَلَائِكَةُ كُلُّهُمْ أَجْمَعُونَ. So we have two emphases here actually. So this sentence is actually a simple sentence, فَسَجَدَ الْمَلَائِكَةُ. It's a verbal sentence that comprises of harf atfa, which joins this sentence to the previous sentence. Then سجد الملائكة, سجد we say فعل ماض مبني على الفتحة. الملائكة فاعل مرفوع وعلامة الرفع ضمته على آخره. فسجد الملائكة, that is the sentence. The angels prostrated. Allah wants to emphasize that it's all the angels that prostrated. So Allah emphasized it by saying كلهم, which means all of them. كلهم. So he didn't say kullihim, he didn't say kullahum, he didn't say kullahum, he didn't say kullihim. He said kulluhum. Why? because it's an emphasis for malaikatu, and malaikatu is marfu'. Therefore, kulluhum is marfu'un because it's tawkid for al-malaikatu. The same for the word ajma'un, it's also another emphasis. So Allah emphasizes it twice. Allah says, the angels frustrated, all of them, and ajma'un means, it means all of them also. All of them. So really, the way we should translate this is to say, every single one of the angels frustrated. Every single one of the angels, all of the angels, every one of them prostrated. That's how they emphasize it. Allah emphasizes it twice. So kulluhum is tawkid for al-malaikatu, and ajma'un is also tawkid, and ajma'un is marfu wa alamatul raf al-waw. So this waw is the sign of raf. If it was majrur or mansub, we would say ajma'in. But Allah did not say ajma'in. He said ajma. What am I doing? Ajma. He didn't say ajma'in. He said ajma'un. Anyway, so going over this, there are 4 words that when they follow a noun, they inherit the i'rab of the noun that they follow. These 4 words are called the 4 followers. What are they? They are the adjective, the substitute, the conjunct or conjuncted, the emphasis, or conjoined, perhaps. The adjective will take the grammatical case of the noun that it describes. The substitute will take the grammatical position of the noun that it's a substitute for. The word that is joined will take the grammatical position of the word that is joined to, and the emphasis will take the grammatical position of the word that it emphasizes. So that's the primary lesson for at-tawabi'u al-arba'atu, and there's a little bit more detail in that, and that's pretty much the lesson for the 4 followers. And then I will give you some more details for al-sifatu wal-mawsuf. Question: did you follow what are at-tawabi'u al-arba'atu? What does the word at-tawabi'u mean?
The followers? The 4 followers?
And al-arba'atu means 4. At-tawabi'u means the followers. Al-arba'atu means the 4. What are the 4 followers?
The adjective, substitute, conjunct, and emphasis. So asafu, asifu,
Sifatu,
asafa,
as-sifatu, sifatu,
asifatu,
بكسر الصاد. Yeah. البدل, العطف أو المعطوف, أنا التوكيد, المؤكد. They take the grammatical position of the noun that they follow. The adjective would follow a noun that it describes. The substitute would follow a noun that it's a substitute of. The ma'tuf will follow the word that is ma'tuf alay, it's joined to. And the mu'akkid will follow the word that it's emphasis of, al-mu'akkadu. They just follow in grammatical position, and sometimes they follow in more than grammatical position, but we will take that independently. So that's that lesson, and I will just stop that.